Hello, this is Malorian, and this is going to be covering the Steamroller 9 for 2012. Alright, so this is going to be a two-list format at 50 points, and I decided to go jack crazy. So I got Darius, I got Nemo2, and in this list here in particular, sorry about the really crappy picture, all the rest are fine, but I got Ironclad, I have my Gallant, there's Old Rowdy, Stormclad, Centurion, Thunderhead, and then of course there is Nemo2. The mission we have here is one with the big zone in the center, so pretty much caster kill as long as you don't hide like a pansy. And yeah, I'm just really looking forward to using all these different jacks. I've been painting them up just for this event, and yeah, just really excited. So the first guy I'm up against, there's a town just in between here, between Edmonton and Calgary, called Red Deer, and the big gaming group there is called Grotz. They have their own YouTube channel, check it out, but you know, they're a very competitive group, and this is one of the guys that kind of runs the YouTube channel. So I already knew going into this is going to be a pretty hard fight. He's running E Fiora. On the left, he has his Knights Errant. He has the Zealots there. Then, you know, all the normal stuff. 2 Vassals, Choir. He has his Battle Engine there. The 3 main jacks. I mean, it's... For the most part, if I was playing against anybody else, I'd actually think I'd have a pretty good chance here. Just move up, go for the caster kill, and just rough him up. I'm not too scared. He doesn't have a lot of stuff that can punch through my armor, but of course, because of who I'm against, I'm a little bit worried. So I get first turn, and what I'm doing is just kind of gaining some ground. I had gone a little bit more to the left side. As you can see, he piled everything on the right, and I just kind of want to see which way he's going to go to try and decide if I want to try and go after everything on the left or swing to the right. It just really depends what he's going to be doing. And so far, the only spell I have up is one where I get the +2 strength and the Stormclad, so he really hits hard. His turn then, and he was a lot more aggressive than I thought he was going to be. Everything's just rushing on up. I thought at the very least his little defensive position on the right was going to be holding. So, yeah, coming right at me, and pretty much what this means to me is I just go for the main goal and go after that caster and try and hopefully waste the whole left side of the board for him, or if nothing else, just hold it up. My turn 2 then, just shifting over my position, trying to make sure I can get to this right side and waiting for the right time to be rushing in there. And then it's on his turn I start to realize the sort of trouble I'm going to be in. So his Zealots have the whole mini feet on so that they can not really be hurt by anything. They move up. Old Rowdy countercharges. He then throws a bunch of fire bombs at him and actually does quite a bit of damage. I was pretty surprised. But the big thing is I didn't think that he had so many template weapons. So he starts shooting at Nemo, or the jacks around him. And I mean, I did think that I had the Gallant there to try and shield guard him. But now with this, everything's on fire, which doesn't matter on the jacks, but on Nemo it means a lot. So this isn't good, and I need to really just get in there now and destroy his stuff. My turn 3 then, I shift on over with Energizer, not feeding yet, I'm still holding on to that, and the Centurion gets to the Reckoner, destroys that. His little jack had admonition on it, so I knew I could not do much, but I mean, my POW 21 Stormclad, I thought I'd put a big, huge dent in it. I really did very little damage to it all, and then just kind of moved away. But, you know, I like my position. Old Rowdy's holding up the left, and depending on what he counters with here on the right, I should be able to defeat next turn and really do a lot of damage. His turn 3 then, and yeah, he just kind of moves over with his first little jack there, shoots me, I pass it over to the Gallant, the blast still hits me, he boosts, and I'd already taken a lot of damage for the fire, and I was dead. And so, you know, we talked about this before, or after the game rather, and there was no reason for Nemo2 to be there. And it's such a funny thing, because whenever I'm playing Legion, I will have Evale way back. You know, I understand she should not be in the front, and I keep her in the back. But for some reason, whenever I play War Machine casters, I have them way up front, and they get killed. I don't know why I do it, but, I mean, looking at this picture here, where those woods are, I should have been behind the woods. I have 14-inch control range, no reason why I should be up there. So, a very embarrassing way to lose the first game, but, you know, hopefully this will pound it into my head. One of the things that's really bad about this is that there's an odd number of people at the tournament, and so that meant whoever was last got a bye. And, for me, I don't want the win. I'd rather have games. So I was really worried about it, but I thought maybe I'd be okay. But I guess the way it works is that if your caster dies, then all inert jacks count basically as destroyed for surviving points. And so really, I was the worst. I had nothing going for me. I had killed one 8-point jack, and that's about it. So in the end, I was last place. I did have a bye, and at this point, I had a really hard choice to make. Because at this point, the tournament in general was 45 minutes going over where I was supposed to be, and I was really supposed to be home for supper. My kids were asking me to be home, and so I just kind of looked at it and went, you know what? I could either sit around here, maybe do the third game, and then maybe beg my family to let me go, but then 2 other people are being screwed over by the bye. You know what? How about I just back out of this? Then everything works on from now on. Family's happy. I did not get to use my new jacks and stuff that are painted, but whatever. I can get games another time. So really crappy for me, but a win-win for everybody else, and yeah, hopefully I'll get to use those other jacks soon. So thanks for watching. I was pretty bummed after this, but you know what? I got more tournaments coming up. So anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.